Show your allegiance, show your loyalty to destination, Liberia, the flag of Liberia is flying on the sun. Show your allegiance, show your loyalty to destination, Liberia. Okay, on the flesh is forever. The white on the flesh is for purity. The star is for republic. The blue sea is for black people. We know Liberia is all. The Declaration of Independence was signed in 1847. 11 lessons of people, we are known as First Republic. The Lone Star shining evermore. Liberia, show your allegiance, show your loyalty to destination. My people who are called on it, they humble themselves, they've seen my bed. Our eyes and heal their nation. Liberia will rise again. Nation will come to your rising. I prophesy, kingdom will come to your life. Together, let's keep your peace. What's in unity, we will build our nation. Arise, Liberia, arise. Arise and take your place. Whatever
EP producer.
Show your allegiance, show your loyalty to destination, Liberia, the flag of Liberia is flying on the sun. Show your allegiance, show your loyalty to destination, Liberia. Okay, on the flesh is forever. The white on the flesh is for purity. The star is for republic. The blue sea is for black people. We know Liberia is all. The Declaration of Independence was signed in 1847. 11 lessons of people, we are known as First Republic. The Lone Star shining evermore. Liberia is flying on the sun. Show your allegiance, show your loyalty to destination, Liberia. My people who are called on it, they humble themselves, they've seen my bed. Our eyes and heal their nation.
VP producer.
The best way to predict the future is to create it. What a pleasant good afternoon and welcome. Welcome to Bitz and Pieces. It's on the weekend edition of Bitz and Pieces right here on Voice of Liberia. And of course, today is the 7th day in the month of March, and the year is 2025. I'd like to say a pleasant good afternoon and welcome wherever you are and how best you listening. And those of you watching the live on our Facebook feed, I'd like to say good afternoon, good morning, good evening to all of you watching, and from wherever you're watching. Just leave your comment and I will do the acknowledgement. Share the live as well. Share the live as many times you can share, and so that others can join the live this afternoon. Share the live as many times you can share. Right here this afternoon on Voice of Liberia. Keep sharing the live, leave a comment as well, and I will do the acknowledgement. What are the issues trending? What are the issues we will be looking at? We'll be having conversation around this afternoon on the show. Former President Ellen Sirleaf Johnson, former President Ellen Sirleaf criticized the Supreme Court over ambiguous ruling in horse impasse ahead of the Bureau of Information hearing. We'll talk about it a little bit this afternoon on the show. To have it informed, the National Elections Commission has recognized Musa Hassan Bility new political party. We will read out the document of recognition. Front page is also reporting that hunger is on the rise in the country according to the latest global hunger index. We'll talk about that development as well, plus many other issues this afternoon on the show. And of course, today is International Women's Day. International Women's Day. I'd like to say happy International Women's Day to all of our women's listening. What about Liberian women? I'd like to say good afternoon to all of you and welcome. It's good to have you. This is Bitz and Pieces. It's on Voice of Liberia every weekday at about 2 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And of course, I'd like to say welcome from wherever you are and how best you go about listening. Share the live. Just leave a comment and I will do the acknowledgement as we move on with our discussion right here this afternoon on the show. Let's take this song. This is the song. Let's go for this song. CRC, congratulations, as we get set to run through the acknowledgement right here to acknowledge those watching. So just share the live and leave a comment, and trust me, I will do the acknowledgement right here this afternoon. Let's take this song. CRC, congratulations.
VP producer.
I'm feeling the vibe with originalhits.com.
Download your favorite song at originalhits.com.
I can see all the good that do for me. I pay a blessing to plant me and I get cut up to do. You open door, you made a way. My enemy can't pay. They want to hold the down. I let them people make them. So they're telling you, okay. She open it up, me to act. Say, okay. See how you turn around for good, they wait to bear.
William W. Wulu, he says the Liberian civil rights movement official spokesperson is following from Upper Cowell. Good afternoon. CMK David says thanks for the show.
They are my kids, they wanting me for. All of my kids.
Says I'm following you from Plebo City, Maryland County. Yes, thanks for your listening rule. Hey, Dr. Thomas W. Tiller Jr. says decent brother George Way, keep winning. I'm really proud of you. Yeah, that's it, brother. Dinon Dennis says I'm watching from my residence in Manhattan, New York City. Henry T. Tool Jr. says I'm watching from a residence in Cowell. IAB Jabate says good afternoon, viewer. I'm watching from Bomi. Aliu Kamara says hi, brother. Celestine Apple says I'm watching from Nigeria. Samuel Light Cooper says I'm watching from Cowell Back Road Community. My name is Samuel Light Cooper. Good afternoon to you, brother George Way. Bill Sonkale says good afternoon, viewer. I'm following from Ministerial Complex. Happy International Women's Day to all the women in the world. Yes, congratulations to our women. That's it. Marco Sao says good afternoon. My name is Marco Sao, following from Kakata City, Maigibi County. And Bill S. Wallow says thanks for the show. I'm watching you live from Zweju City, Grand Jide County. While Andrew K. Blackie says, good afternoon, my voice of Liberia family. My name is Andrew, and I'm Andrew Blackie, watching or following from Bangabong County this afternoon. Otto says I'm following from Freeport. Thanks for the show. Anderson Kamara says I'm watching from Matale City Clinic.
I can see. All you go for that do for me, oh. I pay a blessing to plenty.
And of course, that's it. Keep leaving your comment. Just keep dropping your comment. I will do the acknowledgement as we move on with the show this afternoon. Right here on Voice of Liberia. It's good to have you wherever you are. Keep playing the cash giveaway. This afternoon. I'm giving 25,000 Liberian dollars. Darlington Rep Kenyu. Darlington Rep Kwanu. Yes, Kwanu. Darlington Kwanu, how you doing? He says, good afternoon. My name is Darlington Kwanu, following from Johnsonville. Bounce Back says, my name is Bounce Back, watching you from Bon County. Thank you for the show. Diduri Nungbe says, good afternoon, viewer. My name is Diduri, following the conversation live from a New Georgia Estate, Bassett Town community. Thank you so much, and keep sharing the live. The cash giveaway is up. I'm giving $25,000 today. And David E. Harris says, good afternoon, George. I'm following live from Benson Street, Monrovia. David, thank you so much for joining us. And the rest of you just joining us, keep sharing the live, and so that others can join the show this afternoon. Too many interesting things to talk about, and so it's good to have you. Keep sharing the live, and so that others watching, so that others that are now watching can also join the show this afternoon on Voice of Liberia, Bits and Pieces. So like I said, too many things to talk about. Once more, I would like to say happy International Women's Day to all of our Liberian women today. We like to say happy Women's Day to all of you. Thanks for the great job you've done. Thanks for the great job you continue to do for our country. Thanks for the great job you continue to do for our men. Yeah, so we want to say happy International Women's Day to all of our women in the world. Yeah, so let's move on. I've followed I've had the opportunity to follow several other news outlets, several other social media platforms, and I've listened to the former president Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. She has criticized the Supreme Court over what she termed as ambiguous ruling in the horse impasses. And I want to a bit agree with the former president criticism against the court. Look, I think, as I've said it, and I continue to say, that the peace and stability of our country, the court have a major role to play in maintaining the peace and stability of our country. When there are issues of concern, when there are issues that Liberians sit and look up to the court, and you have our court system, the delaying, playing all sort of things, doing all sort of things with these kind of cases, I think it's good that some of our leaders come out with some critical stance. And I think that's what the former president have started to do. You cannot come up with a ruling and you just leave the both parties in dilemma. You cannot come up with a ruling and you just leave the both parties in dilemma. So the ruling you came out with, automatically somebody will say there was no impact. The guys, they've had the issues up Capitol Hill. We're going almost to a year now. And the other party said they were going to the court with the mindset that with the kind of issues we having as lawmakers, we think it is good that we go to the court so that the court interpret the law, what the law says. And then they went to the court, contemplating that the court will rule in favor of either of the parties. So that they can move on. But now the court said ultra vires. And so you left the both parties in suspense. You left the both parties in suspense. So I want to partly agree with the former president. Where we are as a country, the court have a major role to play, very pivotal role to play in the maintenance of the peace of the country. If our country should remain peaceful, this is about time the court system will have to wake up and ensure that the right thing is done. Liberians are watching. Let's forget about the too many friendship and all of that. Let's prioritize our country. Liberians, they're watching the court. They're watching the decision of the court. And you guys continue to play delay tactics. You do all sort of things. You don't want to be weird and interpret the law to the people, what it says. What you guys should be doing. We expect the court to be instructing either of the parties to do A, B, or C. Gentlemen, go back and sit on the battle speaker, Funati Kofa. Raise a resolution and let the man accuse himself. And then the right thing be done. But if you cannot agree to go through the rightful procedure, if the guys in the House of Representatives say, "Oh, we will not honor the rightful procedure to be taken, we won't agree," and it went to the court, the Liberian expect to run a decision in what's happening up Capitol Hill, so that Liberians can be in the know, so that Liberians can be aware of what's happening. But the court said they used their turn. Ultra virus. So you see, in fact, the ruling from the court intensified the entire stuff up Capitol Hill. Oh yeah, it has intensified the entire crisis up Capitol Hill. And that's why you heard one spineless lawmaker, he went and he started making all sort of statement against the court. Should a voting formula be using those kind of words on the court? But again, the court have to take a stance. The Supreme Court have to take a stance at this time. But we wait to see. We wait to see after the 14th what's come out of the next ruling. Following the bit of information that was filed by Impartial Speaker Funati Kofa. Since you've invited the Deputy Speaker, the self-proclaimed Speaker, Richard Nambekun, and other officials of government, we watch the process to see how it plays out. But at this crucial point in time, federal Liberians, our court system, the court, they have a major role to play if we must maintain the peace of our country. Where we are, the maintenance of our peace rely on every Liberian. But as it stands, the court have a major role to play. They are our leaders, the lawmakers, they are our leaders. Yes, we agree. But the people, a lot of them can do anything to get to where they are. They can do whatever to get to where they are. And so that is why when there are issues among these people, we expect the court to render a decision. But leaving the entire body in suspense, I think the court did not do justice. The court did not do well. And that's why that ruling, I would say, it has intensified the fight of Capitol Hill. And we hope that as they invited the guys for custody on the 14th of March, we wait and see. Like I've said, we'll continue to follow the issues happening in our country. Mind you, this is Liberia. We love this country. We can never be deported from this country. No matter what's happening, you and I can never be deported from the country or from this country. That's one thing we should have at the back of our mind. That we cannot be deported from this country. And so that's it. Let's move on. And so, like I said, the National Elections Commission has recognized Musa Hassan Belete, a new political party. The National Elections Commission, they've recognized his political party as a new political party in the country. And we will read you the letter that was served. to the proposed citizen movement for change political leader if elect the chairman. So the chairman of the party. So let's see whether we bring you portion of this communication. It says the Republic of Liberia National Elections Commission, Tottenham Boulevard, okay, 9 and 10 Street, Sinker, Monrovia, Liberia. 4th March 2025, Mr. James M.V. Yugi, National Chairman, proposed citizen movement for change. Sophie Community, Sinker, Monrovia, Liberia. So, dear Mr. Yugi, I'm pleased to present compliments on behalf of the National Elections Commission, or NEC, and wish to inform you that the proposed citizen movement for change, CMC, has met the requirements of Article 79 of the Constitution of Liberia, A and B, as well as Chapter 3, Subchapter B of the Regulations and Guidelines for Political Parties and Independent Candidates to be registered as a political party in Liberia. In view thereof, the Commission will issue a certificate of accreditation to the proposed citizen movement for change, the CMC, on Friday, 7 March, that's today, 2025. Okay. In the executive committee members of the proposed CMC ceremony. Okay. Kind regards, sincerely, Devita Brown Lassana, chairperson. That's great. I think it is a great news for the CMC, the Citizen Movement for Change. The party is expected to be certificated today, according to the information coming in from the National Elections Commission. We expect that to be done today. And quickly, before we move on to the phone line, there's a story coming in from Front Page Africa, and from what's coming in from Front Page Africa relating to this story, we gave our listeners the time. We gave our listener the time. When you call, you tell us, because Front Page is reporting that hunger is on the increase in Liberia, according to the latest Global Hunger Index. This is a report coming up, but we want to hear from our people, you Liberians. We want to hear from you as to whether this report from the Global Hunger Index, we want to know as to whether it is actually truth. Are you enjoying? Are you living the best of lives? It said that you've been rescued. Are your kids going to school? How is it like? I don't want to throw the rock. I don't want to throw the rock, but I want us to listen to you, Liberians. I want us to listen to you, Liberians. When I read this story from Front Page Africa, I said, wow. And I decided to come and hear from you, fellow Liberians. If you in Bon County, you in Grand Basso, you there in Vonjama Lofa County, if you in Magibi County, how is it like? How is your living condition? As per what's coming up from the Global Hunger Index, they're saying, in short, that you're suffering. To get food to eat in Liberia is an achievement. It's very tough for you. Is it true? Are you living the best of lives? Though we have our lawmakers here deriving the best of cars, they were just of recent at RLJ. They allocating all set of ghost project in national budget, and they go after it and get the money and just to enrich themselves. You get Patrick Honda, then at the end of the day, they take home 18,000 US dollars just as commissioner. You got the governor of the central bank. He takes home over 21,000 United States dollars monthly. But is this report truth? Hunger in Liberia, in another word, has increased, that you finding it difficult to get food to eat, you are going to bear hungry. Is it truth, fellow Liberians? Look, I read a report of recent relating to Ghana's independence. I beg you, please, I will activate the lines. Please, those of you calling, just hold on. I will activate our line shortly. Just hold on, please. I read a report of recent, I think that was it yesterday? I think that was yesterday. I read a report, and it was reported that Ghanans had an independence, I think yesterday, and the government of Ghana, they used 1.7 million dollars cedis. That's their own money. That's how you call it, cedis. Yeah. And if you convert it to the US dollars, it's around, I think 96.7k United States dollars. As a country, that's the amount they use. But in Liberia, Jeff Otone says the government used US 500k. Imagine the difference. You see how the guys, you see how our leaders, they treating us. You Liberians, you only hear the name, you only hear the money name, but the way they use it, the way they divide among themselves, you don't even know about it. And I said sometimes when I listen to young people insulting leaders, the men ain't making their money, but you defending them. When they do the wrong and people start to talk about it, you defending them. You see, 500k. What did the guys do with the money? How many Liberians we saw across the country that got food to eat? How many Liberians? But again, like I said, we'll give you the time. We'll give you the time. And we'll hear from you. Maybe you want to talk about the criticism by the ex-president, and probably you also want to say a few things. And in conclusion, I want to hear from you. I would like to hear from you as to how is your living condition. I'm doing this because of what the global hunger index reported. The hunger rate in Liberia has increased. Many of you don't have food to eat a day. So we'll hear from you Liberians on the show this afternoon. So keep playing the cash giveaway. Like I said, 2 persons play now at least 2 times each, and the other person will play 1 time. That's star 799 star 20 hash. Star 799 star 20 hash. Star 799 star 20 hash. If you're in Bon County, you're in Grand Bassa, you're in Lofa, wherever you find yourself this afternoon, those of you in the counties, you can call us on 0773 97 8564 0773 978564. If you're in Maserado, we can hear from you on 0773419502. Let's take our first caller right here. This person, good afternoon. What's the name? From where you join us?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's the name? From where you call?
Yeah, this is voice of Tabu Rasta joining you from Point 4 to Big Festival in Zimbabwe.
How is Zimbabwe?
Zimbabwe is time. Everything is okay right now.
Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Brother, me, that is war politics. But for me, I'm calling on Liberia. I'm calling on Papa Georgie to even help me, bro. Can you imagine us suffering? As for me now, as Tabu Rasta are suffering. How do you, bro? This bro, not easy. Things hard. We don't need to listen to global report where people know that things are, bro. We don't need rocket scientists to tell you that thing is stop.
But that's the report that came our way, so we just thought to solicit your views as to whether it is actually true that you're going through a lot.
Bro, imagine I get one thing. But that even selling business. When the picture, even something like being in a room to get there and die.
Wow.
I'm really tired living now as a Liberian because things hard.
Okay, thank you. We hope the rescue officials hope you guys are listening. Hello?
My brother.
You are live. What's the name? From where you call?
Thank you ever so much. You are speaking with William W. Blue.
Oh, William Blue. Go ahead, let's hear you, William.
Thank you ever so much. I agree with the former president, my brother. If something is hard, I put it down, things hard, I think
knock it.
Yeah, very good. Then it comes to a normal stage. But some people start down here, what people of a couple, asking for people information. You put out there without understanding when to either interpret it. But it was silent and it's wrong. You get the people start fighting, start saying things going on up and down. And this is what happening. At the time you come in, you can't do that.
And it has led to the increase of the entire crisis up Capitol Hill, dear brother. Honestly.
Exactly, indeed.
We have to be real.
I agree with the former president. And like you said, my brother, we are in serious trouble. Not because I get it today, then I mean everything is okay. If I just move around, you see what is going on. Some people very get food to eat a day. Some people really live on Gary, they push sure them to eat and sleep. So it's not a lie. Liberians are suffering and the hunger is increasing. So eat a day, I got it's an achievement. So people are in down need, they are suffering because of rescue government. They are never rescuing our people. No, they rescuing our people. Our people are down in hunger. They are down in suffering. Some people who selling that one, even when you pass around the street, so for me to now go out, some people. All more say me, they think that what I was selling, I'll do my. I got an option people now I can't sell. Oh, what up? Because this is what I'll do to get something to my children to eat, and it's not like. All always happening so that as they are suffering, they are down in poverty. It's not like.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Let's go to the line and pick this person. Good afternoon. Welcome to the show. What's the name from where you call us?
Yeah. Good afternoon, George.
From on the street light, go ahead.
I'm Peter the Recast. I cover
Peter, let's hear you.
Yeah. George, the issue relating to, I think, the water battle at the House of Legislature, I think, by Monday, by God says that the Supreme Court will become our the dominant, let's say, a definite ruling. And from as the publication that have been waiting for the full panel, I think from there, and we can all read and predict the outcome of that particular ruling come Monday. So,
my man, let's wait on the court, please.
Yeah. So,
I don't want to free him.
Yeah, the guy from the Radio blog that have been internationally rejected and domestically rejected. So the Supreme Court is the last resort that we are waiting upon on, because these guys are totally being rejected at all angles, everywhere to go. Internationally, they are being rejected. ECOWAS rejected them, and even in Liberia, you ask even a little child will tell you that this Radio is not a speaker. That's clear. And these are the people that spat yesterday. They said they are educated.
Thank you.
Power. I don't know where the education are lost.
Peter, quickly before we leave you, the Global Index reported that hunger now in Liberia, it's not easy for people to eat. It's very tough. The rate has increased.
George, I think that is practical and realistic and a report. You don't even need to tell anybody or a rocket party. The hunger and that of the poverty and destitution has increased and under this particular regime. And these are people that really portray themselves to be the best. But they keep the power, nothing working at all. Every sector of the Liberian society are totally disintegrated under Joseph Walker administration.
Okay, thank you.
And to restore anything.
Thank you. Let's hear.
Oh, and the war is done for old men.
Let's hear from others. Thank you, Peter. Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Good afternoon. Welcome. What's your name? For where you join us? You live on Bitz and Pieces. Let's hear you.
Yeah. The music is Jerry.
Jerry, go ahead.
Is it for the Liberia, right?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Okay, so I want to thank you for your show. Firstly, the issue on capital here, I will tell you, the region speaker and a good boy, they are not recognized anywhere, and they will be recognized. So what I got to say to the coach, that the coach also should take those stand as a legal arm of this country, but they should rule, especially like people should know. And then secondly, the issue that has to do with the Hong Kong in Liberia. Imagine yesterday I was sitting at my shop, selling whole little passes. Oh yeah, my son, taking water to drink. So I was thinking like, I had 2 bags having. So I was thinking that number water she was asking for all the drinks. And they don't want to. My country was like, no, I don't want to send them money. I ain't eat anything. I said, wow, So I try to give a small thing. But not everybody can. Normally in Liberia, if you don't have good governance. A good governance system, you must eat 3 times. If the government is very good, they're not, pocketing the resources, for themselves. Somebody taking 20,000, 30,000. If they're diverting this money in agriculture and companies, our people are working. But I would say, people being joined won't be thinking about it. But now the program bring job, nothing. They just force promise. All of these things, they don't say nothing at all. All they do is just to, personal pocket, the country resources. And carry to but the Baba need to stand up and very come out to play in our school. They're going to feed away from the citizen. The citizen is always protest against Hong Kong. It's very bad. It's bad.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Thank you. 0773419502, 0773419502. Those of you in the counties, or better still, 0. Hello? Let's get it. I'm okay. What's your name? From where you call?
This is Solomon from Dubai.
From Dubai. Let's hear you. You're live on the show.
Thank you. You're doing well. Your station, FM, with the school never uploaded, never over up. So now they can see it too. So that thing with the station, the full FM, they start on here.
Hello. No, hello. I don't want us to dive into that, please. I don't want us to dive into that. Yeah. Just call. Let's talk about what we're discussing, please.
Yeah, okay, I will talk about it.
Yeah, I beg you.
But the problem there, they are behaving and meeting people. The major thing is to speak about it.
Hey, brother, forget about that timber. Yeah, go ahead, make your point, brother. Let's talk about what we're discussing, please.
Thank you. Thank you. For me, the heart is hard. We got to come out with the before we believe it. For a man, the heart is one that God will sustain, God will sustain us. We that are good, they cannot let him with God will have mercy and God will sustain us. That is it. But that the Lord maker, the Malon said, you are not going to see. I mean, you are not going to see. Everything is good is wrong. For God will hear the better result. And the Lord maker will be sure to free our own Lord because that I used to say that we're paying anything yet. They care for all. They care for themselves. They care for their money.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Let's get another president. Good afternoon. Welcome. Let's hear you. What's your name? From where you join us? Hello. Yeah. Good afternoon. Welcome. What's your name?
Yeah, this is Sari. We are joining from Paso.
Sari from Grand Paso. Go ahead, Mr. Weah. Let's hear you. You related to former President George Weah?
No, I'm a crewman. We are from the same country. I'm from Cancun.
Oh, like a brother. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. My brother, thank you for the information. The problem that the information for the growers or hunger it is true, my brother, la bro high. Yeah. My brother, the pump is very, very high. I can laugh. My brother, for you to get 1 cup of rep per day, my brother. My man, everything going on now. Why the president said that in the 2 more or better rep came down to 2,000, that's false. The people lying to the Liberia people. How will you be in government and still lying? My brother, no, that mark for him, take it from in your studio and bring it on the street. The kind of thing that you will receive, my brother, yourself, you will see bad. So let us get, okay, let us go to the hall there, our representative there. What is doing down there, my brother? Election coming, the thing that they're doing is coming, and some of them, when they come back to us, we reject them, we tell them, I don't want to be reporting. So a man said, "You are coming to come in to the Supreme Court to tell them, because I will not make a look at Supreme Court paying tell them that they talk for you more like labor talk." My brother, that will be serious in the country. The whole government have respect the Supreme Court, so the Supreme Court will exercise the power.
Thank you.
Know that we got court in the country. So thank you.
Thank you. Let's hear another person on the line. Good afternoon. Welcome to the show. What's your name?
Yeah. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome. What's your name?
I'm going to visit the second or 2 son name from Banga from country.
From Banga. Let's hear you. How is Banga?
Banga is good this afternoon.
Go ahead.
I will like to give 100%. I mean 100% to our party in Lima.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because we know that when the Muda has a place, the good on Lima developmental zone. We the effort in Lima, we the Lima, we step by A and we make sure that our party will be the Lima political party for us because NUDB are that, MDR are that. So they come to establish a new political party in Lima.
Why you call MD? Hey, hello. Why you call MDR as that? What you mean?
Yeah, MDR that because the political MDR is not no longer living and your map now with MDR and join the party.
So are the men no one there?
MDR that. So now there no MDR in Nima country, so we're supposed to CMC to be Nima political party.
All right, thank you. You've made a point. Thank you. You have to play continuously. Keep playing. I'm about to do the draw. And those of you watching the live, I beg you, all you need to do for me, just share the live. Continue to share the live, and so that others can join the live this afternoon. Joseph Wakali, he says, I'm falling from Duporo. Thanks for the show. Osio Bar says, I'm watching you sitting in my yellow taxi around Congo Town, Red Toy Supermarket. Thank you so much. Osio Muya Sharif says, good afternoon, Voice of Liberia. I'm following you from district number 9, Cinco this afternoon. Conan Kung says, I'm following you from Nimba. Thank you so much. Austin Sa says, congratulations, Olive and team. God favor me, he bless me. Lawrence says hi. Peter Lolo Johnson says, I'm following you from Harper, Fishtown, Maryland County. And John A.S. Dennis Jr. says, I'm following from Plebo, Maryland. I'm sorry to say this. This country is like animals farm, where people go and eat their own. The poor people that put them in power, they are forgetting them. Anyway, this is Liberia. Stanley Sharif writes, good afternoon to all Liberians across the universe. I'm watching from Broadville City outside the nation's capital. Avin Tebasin Boy, that's Boy says, watching live from Bannersville State, Monrovia, Liberia. Asata and Miller says, good afternoon, Brother George. I'm watching live from Soul Clinic Community. Good to be on the show. Murphy Henning says, I'm watching from District 9, where one of the best lawmakers live, Representative Frank Safoko. Let's take a few calls while we are with our guest. Once they steps in, we will commence our discussion right here on Bits and Pieces. Keep playing. One person play 2 times, and then the next person play 1 time. Quickly, star 799 star 20 hash. Star 799 star 20 hash. Star 799 star 20 hash. You play with 200 Liberian dollars, and then you win $25,000. Yes, $25,000 is a very huge sum of money. I know you don't want to let go. So all you need to do now, pick the phone, Lone Star cell phone, and play Lone Star cell phone now. You play star 799 star 20 hash 200, give it $25,000. And so when I read this report, I was like, wow, why at this time when we have a government that promised to rescue, why the rate of hunger or the hunger rate will increase in our country? Why people will be going to bed with hunger when you have a government that promised to prioritize agriculture? And look, listen, fellow Liberians, let me say this. I'm one person who, over the time, I've had a bit of problem with our leaders, especially the legislature and that of the executive. You know why? There are funds that every budget year they allocate for the Ministry of Agriculture. The funds, they allocate them to the Ministry of Agriculture. But the question is, why do they allocate the money to the ministry? Why do they do that? To improve the sector, for our country to be able to feed herself. But today, where are we? Today, where are we as a country? We're still here, and our people going to bed with hunger. Politicians will come and make all the promises. Oh, when I'm elected, I will ensure that Liberians will be able to feed ourselves. But they're not saying to you the strategies that they will deploy to ensure that we'll be able to feed ourselves as a country. But they made this blanket statement, and people are moved by some of the blanket statement our leaders make to us. And the former president, I should not say the former president, the current president, he said he was going to ensure that we'll be able to feed ourselves as a country. That the agriculture sector was going to be improved. Where are we today? When the Global Index is reporting that too many Liberians are going to bed with hunger. And that's why I follow a video once on the social media. I follow this guy. He's actually in the US, and he was like advising Liberians. He said, look, we hear there's a truth that we are in the US, but we're going through a lot as well. To get money here is not easy. To get money in the US here is not a joke. Some of us, we here, we go to work, go watch people ditches. Imagine big man, he was live. And I took some times to witness that video. He said, you can see, I'm in the bathroom, I'm cleaning up. To get money here is not easy. But you in Liberia, somebody will be in Liberia and call you and tell you, say, oh, my birthday coming. Oh, and I get food on my horse. And all of that. And he said too many things that I might not exactly quote some of the things that he said. But who's responsible? Who's responsible for what's happening? I remember upon a point in time when the current president, Joseph Boakai, said, we Liberians, we back out. We beg too much. We like to beg too much. So you see where we are now? To even get food to eat, it's tough. Though the current president promised that. But you see, today in our country, our people are going to bear with hunger. International institutions coming and doing their own research. They reporting that for people to get food now in the country, it's not easy. But other countries that you see, they feed themselves, they supply us. Is it that they're making wage? What is it they're doing that they're sustaining the country, they're supplying other countries? But you see, our leaders, they don't have time. They're very careless. Is it that you're not connected or what? Is it that you can be able to reach out to these countries, a president or leaders? You sit with them and have some conversation about what are the strategies they've been able to use to ensure that their sector is improved at the level it is, that they're feeding themselves and feeding other countries. But see what our people they're going through. See what our people going through when we sit there and say it. And some of the people that are in the people pocket, they will want to come and they will want to make all kind of statement to defend the people, and it's wrong. Imagine for our people to get food to eat now in the country. Not small thing. It's tough. It's very, very tough. It's tough. And I hope the president will have time to go through the report for the Global Hunger Index. But I know now, the people not allowed the women to see. They don't allow the women to go through the report. Liberians are suffering. Liberians are going to bear with hunger. What's going on in our country? You allocate money to one ministry, and you got people sitting there, ministers, deputy ministers. All they after is to enrich themselves. All they after is to enrich themselves. And they're not cared about the suffering masses. So you see the report that is coming out. The global index, they reporting on that our people going to bear with hunger. To get food to eat in the country, let's say, who always say, is an achievement. Once they break, you eat, you've achieved. Where are we heading as a country? How did we arrive at this point? Let's take a few Liberians. Let's hear you for a few minutes, and then we see whether we can try to usher in our guest. 0773419502, 0773419502. Better still 0555184711, 0555184711. Or better still 0773419502, 0555184711. That line is for those of you in Monserrato. If you in either of the counties, you want to call 0773 978564, 0773 978564 are the numbers that put your voices through this afternoon on the show. And those of you watching the live, please share the live, please. If you're watching the live, please share the live. Rancid Justice Queer says, I'm watching from Grand Bassa. Gentlemen, have a seat. And Aze Kanaswa, hey, big brother Aze, what's up? He says, thank you, my brother, for the show. He says, our suffering just got started. CDC Pape Success Skater for Life says, good afternoon, Force of Liberia. I'm watching from Bon County. Rescue train tram to Big SQ. Okay, 2 persons use this out to see what I can add 2 persons to the camera. Maybe the president and one of you can sit here and see what we can add the 2 of you to the camera quickly. So if you just joining the live, welcome. All we ask you to do now is to please share the live, and so that others can join us right here this afternoon on Bits and Pieces. One person play 2 times right now. One person play 2 times. *799 *20 hash. *799 *20 hash. You play with $200 Liberian dollars. You win yourself 25,000. So I'm taking this song. I will take this song right here to be back. When I come back, I will join my guest. Like I said, we have some leaders of the Maserado Students Union. Why are they here? You listen to them for me. I don't want to delve into what the guys coming to discuss. So let's take this song. CRC. This song is called Congratulations. It's a very wonderful piece of music, and I like to listen to this song always. Sometimes when I'm ready to do my social thing, I like to dance this song. Let's go.
With originalhits.com.
Download your favorite song at originalhits.com.
They pocket rock you, lepe when you come in, choo. I can see. All the good that do for me, oh. I pay your blessing to plant me, and I get cut up to do, oh. You open door, you made a way. Make my enemy call away. They want more to down. I let them people not there. Me no late, so that I be not telling you, okay. She opening corridor for me to pass. Say, okay. She how you turning around for she great, I carried, and I get the kitchen and do well. Congratulations. Yeah, all my kids they wanting me for. All of my Kenya give it to God. They think you like do you like all of my mom. They pop it like job. I'm making like do. Still a thing I do. Me I go baby.
5 with originalhits.com.
Download your favorite song at originalhits.com.
Peke jengo, le papete no one could do it. They pocket rock you, lepe when you come in, choo. I can see. All the good that do for me, oh. I pay your blessing to plant me, and I get cut up to do, oh. You open door, you made a way. Make my enemy call away. They want more to down. I let them people not there. Me no late, so that I be not telling you, okay. She opening corridor for me to pass. Say, okay. She how you turning around for me. She great, I carried, and I get the kitchen and do well. Congratulations.
The man CRC, wonderful piece of music. It's called Congratulations. Congratulations to all of you just tuning in. Just to say you not John Su. Welcome back to the show this afternoon. Bits and Pieces is on Voice of Liberia 104.1 in Monrovia, 95.7 in Buchanan, Grand Bassa County, 90.7 in Banga, Bon County, 89.7 in Kakata, Maigibi County, and 96.7 in Vonjama, Lofa County. And like I said, this afternoon, our guests are from the Monrovia Students Union, the Maserado Students Union. They here this afternoon to talk to us about the Students Union, and so the guys they will be running us through. I'm told the president of the Maserado Students Union is on his way here, but we'll move on with the discussion when he comes, and he will join us. We'll move on. Franklin Kamara says, good afternoon, my name is Irreplaceable Pen Pucha, chairperson on project and program planning of the Maserado County Students Union. Okay, that's great. So gentlemen across the table, I'd like to say good afternoon, welcome guys. Tommy Wizard and Ayuba Belete, our man, is on the other side. I know Answi, is it Anwi?
No answer.
Oh, Answer. Oh, okay, Answer. Answer, I know where Dua is here. So gentlemen, I'd like to say good afternoon, welcome to Voice of Liberia, Bits and Pieces. Good to have you guys, welcome. Begin with you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I'm like displaying on the screen. I'm Tommy Wisse, and I'm privileged to serve as Secretary General on the President Publicity Committee of the Maserado County Students Union, MONSU for short.
MONSU, that's great. Let's hear you.
Well, thank you so kindly.
Yeah, you will have to speak to the Bible.
Well, thank you so kindly for giving us this privilege to be here. Like I said earlier on, I'm Ayuba, Ability Ayuba. When I was playing quizzing friends and friends who love to refer to me as Oracle. But in political struggles, friends and friends refers to me as Nelson Police Sasha Mandela.
Okay, let's hear you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for bringing us this opportunity to be here this afternoon. Let my name display on the screen. My name is Enso Kudadoe. I'm the Secretary General for Program and Planning at Maserado County Student Union. MONSU for short.
Okay. How is the Maserado County Students Union, gentlemen? Across the desk. Let's hear you guys.
Well,
yeah, so we will start with you. You just come close a bit. Yeah, so that you just come a bit closer. That's great. Go ahead.
Yeah, so as it relates to their questions, right? The Maserado County Students Union and our current leadership, and I just went to the election. I got elected. His Excellency Mr. President Oliver C. Janga got elected in the batch of officials. So that in MONSU we've been operating through the scope of a very long period of time now. And we've of recent did a press conference. And before the press conference, MONSU is an institution, or is the mother institution of all of the students within the county called Maserado. And MONSU is one of the biggest auxiliary honor the Liberia National Students Union, that is LINSU. And there have been a series of work being done by the president. There are times immemorial MONSU have been launching in the various districts, our districts, students union. Currently, not too long, our president was in District 2, where District 2 Students Union were doing their launching. And we plan also to do a launch in District 12, and before or after March 15. So, as it relates to the press statement, there are issues. There are issues the students of Maserado County faced currently, and being their leaders, we thought of doing a press conference and calling on the attention of national government to see how best they can work in the interest of the Maserado County Students Union. And when I talked about the government, particularly, I want to speak about 19 individuals, that which include the 17 lawmakers from the 17 electoral districts
in Maserado
County, and that of our 2 senators that we have. And we use the press statement to call on their attention to see how best they can work in the interest of the students. It will surprise you to know there are students within Maserado, and there are some schools within Maserado that suffers a dilapidated infrastructure wherein students go to an unconducive area and they learn in such an environment, and that is very much panicking for the students. So based upon that, we say within ourselves that we can't be seated as leaders. There's a name we issued a statement against national government, see how best. But since the statement, there have been nothing done by national government. We even get an ultimatum wherein we get a recommendation that the institution is open to a roundtable discussion for whosoever stakeholder residing within Montserrat to see how best we can settle down and discuss the issues as it relates to situation confronting the students of Montserrat County.
Okay, let's hear you as well.
Well, as a deputy speaker for Montserrat County Students Union, it is a great privilege to be there. It is not my right that I normally tell people. It is a privilege to serve. Whenever you are given an opportunity to serve, make sure you do it with your all. Briefly, I will just give a historicity of the Montserrat County Student Union.
Go ahead.
And how we also venture into press statements. We got elected at William V. Stubman High School.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. We were elected. We inherited a dormant leadership. That is to say, Monsu was only structured within Central Monrovia and that was simple. Those from across the Bourgeois Island and also other rural parts of Montserrat County, they never felt the impact of the leadership. So we went through the process with a fixed agenda that is the self-manifesto. That happens to be education, welfare, student advocacy, venture, equity, and so forth. When we took office after elections, we decided to disseminate the leadership to the various 17 electoral districts within Montserrat County.
You mean decentralized?
Yeah, decentralization of leadership.
Okay.
So that is to say, we'll have District 1 Student Union, District 2 Students Union, under Monsu umbrella. And we are so glad in the history of Monsu, it is the first time we spoke about female participation in governance and also politics. So within the executive committee, I can proudly say that we have about 22 men and the rest are women. So it shows that we are making some progress in society. It will interest you to know we had a press conference this one time, even giving a regime an ultimatum that it will interest you that up to now, no one ever calls to deliver our plans. We do not need national government to call to give our resources. No, that's not what we are advocating for. We are advocating that we can deliver our plans to national government, issues that are affecting the students, and remedies to those problems. We visited the Mary Braniel campus, that is Stockman Junior High, Liberia Stockman Junior High. It will interest you to know if you visit the toilets, you will know that they are very, very deplorable. During the time of rainy season, you will see the classes are very, very dilapidated. Rain falls, and you will see students pulling to the other side of the wall so that water cannot touch them. If you visit the G delegation, Stockman High, left of Matida Nipo, for us, somehow we agree we were privileged to attend some of the best schools in Liberia, but it does not guarantee success in life. Tell anybody this for free. We decided to question the government, and up to now, we cannot get any tangibles from national government. So we are here today to discuss issues that are confronting them.
Okay. I'm told the president just arrived. The president of the Montserrat Students Union. Honorable President, I'd like to say welcome. For the sake of the public, better introduce yourself and tell us how is the Students Union as a president.
Okay, so let me say thank you to all of you and to my colleagues that are here. I want to appreciate you guys for being here at this moment. And I also want to apologize for arriving very, very late. You know, the new law that's in this country to get back is very difficult and the traffic is tense.
Yep.
But however, my name is Ria Oliver C. Jaka. I graduated from the College of West Africa, CWA, where I serve as Students' Council President. And I'm also fortunate to be the president of the Montserrat County Students Union.
How is the Montserrat Students Union?
Well, like my chair on my Secretary General on Press and Publicity and that of the Deputy Speaker, like they mentioned previously. The Montserrat County Students Union is moving smoothly and is in the barricade of advocating for students. There are a lot of initiatives that we have undertaken over the past time because we have noticed that government come and go, that will come, they don't really prioritize issues that really matters to the well-being of the country. So as Montserrat County Students Union, it is our effort to help build the capacity of young people. So we have been in the corridors of organizing programs. Like the last time we organized our program, the International Day of Education, where we invited a lot of people who guest spoke on issues relative to educational activities. We also organize programs like leadership initiative. And the most important thing is that by next week, we'll be coming up with a national academic program and also a leadership training and that of digital literacy or computer literacy. Because nowadays we have noticed that many students in school, they don't have the computer knowledge. So you got to know that students normally graduate from high school, their literacy rate when it comes to computer is very low.
Somebody listening to you will say, what's the importance?
The importance of computer? Wow. You know, in the 21st century, a student graduating from high school and then you don't have a prior knowledge to that, I mean, that means you are living in a stone age. Because
as a president of the Montserrat Students Union, let's talk about your working relationship with the Ministry of Education, your working relationship with the local authorities of the Ministry of Education. Maybe we'll talk about the CEO, other educational actors. How is your working relationship with the guys? And in terms of advocacy for scholarship, maybe for most of the students, how is it like as well?
Okay, so, you know, to be honest, to be true, and to be straight to the point, when it comes to the working relationship of national government and that of the students of Montserrat County, I can safely say that our people that are occupying positions at the level of the ministry, at the level of becoming DA or CEO or whatsoever, they are not willing to work with students.
Why you say so? Have you been able to reach out to them?
Of course. We have written a couple of letters. We have written a lot of project proposals to the Ministry of Education. We have written series of them, and none of them are really willing to work with the students community. The thing is that people are just giving the opportunity to serve just to enrich themselves. Yeah. The last time, like I told you, we organized the International Day of Education. There are a lot of government officials that we wrote to attend the program, excluding those from the Ministry of Education. There are a lot. You know, some of the time when students write you to come on a program, it's not for finance, but at least to motivate the younger ones that are in school, to give them that captivating insight so that they too can tread on similar path to becoming a very successful person. But I mean, this regime under President Baka, most especially from the angle of the Ministry of Education, is very indolent, and we are very serious. We will make sure that the Ministry of Education becomes proactive. It will shock you to know that the Ministry of Education does not have a task force to visit campus to know some of the issues that are confronting students on campuses, to know the well-being, to know the facility of some of the major schools around, not just in Montserrat County, but I mean across the Republic of Liberia.
Have you been able to do your research? Have you gone to schools across Montserrat?
Of course.
If yes, what's the condition of some of the schools? I mean, what are students saying to you about their learning condition?
You see, before we took the leadership, we're very clear about our message. We have observed over the past time, those have been serving before us, the institution is been running the other way around. So we needed to change the dynamics.
Okay.
So we told students that once we are given the power to serve, we will give back the institution to you because the institution is your institution. So over the past time, since we got elected on July 11, we have been able to decentralize the institution in all 17 districts of Montserrat County. As I speak to you now, we have leadership from District 1 all the way to District 17. More of that, the last time I visited the biggest school in District 17, the biggest public school in District 17, Annie Banks. Yes, I stand to be corrected. Annie Banks is the biggest public school in that entire district. I'm sure is the DJ, the representative, the DJ I can play music. I'm sure it's the district. That is the biggest public school. If you visit the bathroom, the place is deplorable. Sometimes I wonder what becomes of the female that are in the school. What becomes of personal hygiene. Not only about the bathroom. Visit the classroom. It will shock you to know people. We are in the 21st century in the Republic of Liberia, as if to say we are living in the 14th century BC. But again, this is the country that we are in, and our workings has really been effective in all of the districts across Monserrato County. I have been to District 1, Carisburg. I visited the Carisburg Public School. I don't need to talk about it. Just in Singapore, Tottenham is arguably the biggest public school in the Republic of Liberia. Today, as I speak to you now, in the studio, when students want to use the bathroom, they cross the road to go for water to Tottenham. Yeah. So this is the state, this is the condition of students in Monserrato County, and these are some of the reasons we want to keep engaging. And it was one of the fulcrum from which we had a press conference this one time, speaking out some of the issues that are confronting the students. But there are a lot of issues that are confronting the students of Monserrato County.
Okay, let's hear from some of your colleagues. You listened to your president. I mean, he spoke about some of what you guys have been able to achieve over the time you've served, and some of the things he said they are costly. They are all things that require resources. They require funds. Where are you guys getting the money from? You also listen to him. He spoke about what's in the docket, or what's in the cover to be coming out soon. Where are you guys getting the money from to ensure that some of these things are done?
Well, speaking to programs that were held by our own initiated our job, we raised funds from it.
From the students?
Not from the students, from the executive committee and all those that are in most. That is to say, each and every one that is in leadership understand that we are not working, we are still a parasite on our parents, because we just inherited a leadership that is at the embryonic stage.
Okay.
So we will tax each and every one in leadership. Perhaps, I mean, you bring 500, you bring 500, you bring this. The money will generally not be sufficient. It will interest you to know. We even went to a point, sleeping in town at Liberia Ambassador, designated to Senegal, Ali Sila house, chanting battle cry just because one used his house that night in the auditorium at the Ali Sila School Foundation, Education Foundation, rather. We slept down there chanting battle cry. After all, we have to make our case to him, telling him I want to use his area, to a point that he felt pity for us, and then he gave us the area of one bed of rest. We have to lobby the entire night, entire here with some big brothers and stakeholders who know from the past regimes and also current regime to generate small resources from them.
Okay, let's hear from our brother back. So, yeah, so let's hear you.
Yeah, when it comes to the working of monsoon, we have no source of income, like my colleague just said. But let me also use the platform and also appreciate some government officials. Even though the government, they are not doing well, but we must appreciate few people like from the Ministry of Education or Sonatis, they say, whenever we call upon her, she, answer to our call, but not to our expectation, really, but she at least can try her best to do whatever she can. So, but like my colleague just said, when we plan our program, we task ourselves normally. In case of anything you have, you contribute towards the program. But I'm so disappointed in the government that we will send communication out, and sometimes people they don't even read our communication. We will send communication out, and sometimes they say when you do follow, they will take that we don't even receive the communication. So where the communication of place? So it's that kind of frustrating. I mean. And we have no sort of income using our own resources to print up or letter and envelope, then we send letter out, you are saying to us that you didn't receive the communication, so you are telling us to reprint letter and send it to you.
Okay, let's hear from the fellow here.
Yeah, thank you again. I sat quietly and I hear you post a question to the president when you spoke about the students' community conditions as it relates to not just Mosul rather but the entire country.
Exactly.
And you asked if we have visited in other counties. It was surprising to know. By the office of the president, we did a tour and we were in Sinjay. That's Cape Mount. We were in Sinjay. But before going Sinjay, in Bomi, to where the president has his farm, there is a school right after the president's farm. They were interested to know the students suffer for what it takes. They suffer for water. Like the president was saying, yeah, Gizzy students cross the road to get water. To Tottenham rather. And there's a school in Sinjay that is called the Sinjay Public School. To be specific, if you follow my official Facebook page, I did a post and I did a short video and I did some footage. The students of Sinjay Public School, I want to use this medium to call on the education sector there in Cape Mount to really prioritize the students' interest. Resberg was caught and it is news as we know getting.
Wow.
For the students there.
Wow.
The entire plane, you see it, practically the ceiling is falling. You can follow my Facebook page. You will see the photos I did post there. I'm so sorry. It is Liberia is a kind of republic where our current voltage have been reduced. So we from the bourgeois island and my phone is off now, so I cannot display. I cannot display the photo.
Seems to be interesting.
I cannot display.
Gentlemen, why you guys think you will write a letter to your leaders, people that you strive to bring to where they are today, that you elected, people that you feel will be a help to you? They rather trending to be another way. Why you think so? Firstly, why you think so?
Well, I feel that there's a difference between a citizen and also a travelist. Yes, because in every society, it only takes 5% of the population that are in a society to be called citizens. The rest of the people are just a bunch of tokenisms who want to be sitting at international gathering for mere photo sessions. It will interest you to know that the student community have been a fool for too long. One of my favorite politicians that I love in Africa is P.L. Lumumba. He said there are 3 ways of being at the dinner table. The other be there as a diner, as a waiter, or as a food to be eaten. The students community have been a fool for too long. It will also interest you to know that the managing director for Water and Soil play quizzing. But yet still when we read letters to him for quizzing activity, they will downplay us. It will interest you to know that everyone's better than it. FPRC managing director, he played quizzing for Jonah Anjo, a community that I was bred in Logan Town, in a slum community. From there, before coming up time to complete high school, he played quizzing was very good history question. But today, he has turned his back on the student community and also the academic sector. But yet still, you will hear politicians, not every government, but politicians holistically will say that the young people are the future leaders. How can you prepare the future leader if you are not investing in the future leader? There's a Nigerian guy before I crossed. He said, I don't listen to his a clear statement. He said it is better that you invest in your child and not invest for your child. If you look at that statement, it has a deep meaning. It is better you invest in your child, not to invest for your child. So what am I trying to say? If there are avenues created for people to go and explore, for example, education sectors, there are scholarships provided for people. It will interest me to know that the Ministry of State and MOS, which is MOS and MOE scholarship, those people, those scholarships have been sold to students.
Exactly.
Have been sold. I have few of my friends who call me this month.
Exactly. That's a huge allegation.
It's not
standard for you students. Then people say
people are not getting teaching like drawing anymore based on merits. They are getting it based on personal relationship with you or proximity. Two of my comrades that are studying class last semester, Police they are not that strong. They told me my brother the money that I can make sure you didn't go on a scholarship of you know, you just funny. But that's just like Europe. That's just like Europe. If our politicians had used these means to draw down to urgent poverty and subject us to hard cost of living, so that if the common people does not even think rationally who to vote anymore, because they will say that Senator John Day, they may bring one dollar for me. I get food. I mean, because of poverty. So we got to change the mindset of people in Liberia.
So just to add up, you know, I can always say this: the president Joseph Boakai were elected not because he was so handsome or not because the people love him so dearly. Joseph Boakai was elected because the CDC regime failed the Liberian people, and he campaigned on a measure of rescue. But I mean, after 1 year of observation, the regime is becoming kleptomaniac. Yes, the regime is coming in a state of kakistocracy, and that is very wrong. There's a document that was passed by the national legislature in 2011 called the National Reform Act, or the national, that talks about the academic financial loan for students to pursue their education after high school. That document was passed by national legislature. It was enacted into law 2011, and it is approved by the Ministry of Education. They had that document the last time we met. The assistant minister, Mr. Suna. She's the assistant minister for student personnel service, and we brought the stuff to her attention. The only thing we could get from her, these documents, they are just people do the law, they are not making this to be implementative. And then I ask myself, why is it that a lawmaker will be making 10,000 plus a month, and then he has scratch card, he has constituency visit, he gets household? I mean, even to bring the balance here, you put there, in the budget. So what becomes of students that are graduating from high school? Not just students, but students who are academically strong. Or when we took office, and when school just closed last academic year, 2023-2024, there are a lot of students that reach out to us because some of us were paying the academic fee and our faces are well known around. There are a lot of students that reach out to us, or come to president saying you are the president of Monsu, or we are lacking scholarship. What's the way forward? And I mean, I was like shocked because I myself, I don't have the scholarship I don't have the scholarship. But there is a law. There is a law passed by national legislature that students who are academically strong and are financially crippled should be given loan to pursue their education. But these laws are not effective. These laws are not effective.
On the overall, what you want to say to your leaders? What you want to say to the Ministry of Education? What you want to say to the students community of Maserati?
So let me start with the Ministry of Education. The Ministry of Education is henpecked, is indolent, is very weak. From the office of the minister coming down to the janitor, the entire ministry is not effective. And the only way that ministry will be effective is when they prioritize the functions of the ministry.
You think the Ministry of Education, they've not been able to prioritize the function of the Ministry of Education? Is that what you say?
Of course. Of course. By the global benchmark, a Ministry of Education should have been allotted 20% of national budget per the global benchmark. But in Liberia, since 1847, the Ministry of Education has not been able to receive such an allocation. All of the allocations all the resources that have been allocated to the Ministry of Education, it has not crossed 17%.
And even the Constitution provides that, the 1986 Constitution provides that half of the country resources to be directed to education.
So that's the first contradiction. That's the first slap in the faces of those that are heading the Ministry of Education. But then, let's leave that. A Minister of Education, I think that a lot of work. The Ministry of Education, it should be the most active ministry under this regime. Being Minister of Education, it doesn't mean that you should be passing around from meeting era to meeting era, be doing all kind of documents that will not benefit the life or the material conditions of students. The Ministry of Education, yes, one disappointment again I have in the Ministry of Education.
Yeah, be snappy, will have to take us.
The Ministry of Youth and Sport. The Ministry of Youth and Sport, through the youth development chapter of it, they normally conduct football tournament, national county meet, national sports meet, and it's a national event that always bring together people from different countries. They have that program. They award best football player, they award best defender, they award best goalkeeper, and they just award best everybody. Lone Star MTM, they conduct music and they award best musician. People know who is the best TikToker, the best dancer. But Ministry of Education, the Minister for Education said before me, I asked her, Madam Minister, who is the best student in this country as we speak? Who is the best debater in this country as we speak? Who is the best speaker? Who is the smartest kid in the Republic of Liberia? As a Minister of Education, you should be able to identify. Look, if you look on the internet and you follow some of the media outlets of the Republic of Ghana, the people have national mathematics competition. You get students coming from different parts of Ghana, they participate. It's unique. There are science competition where students can solve practically. But in Liberia, you need requisite proposal for people to support you at all. It's very difficult. So that's the issue that's like.
When you're listening to leaders of the Montserrat County Students Union, you've listened to them a lot. They've spoken about the challenges they're going through as a union in Montserrat, what they intend to do, and how are they doing what they're doing. You're listening to the guys. Probably you have recommendations, you have customs for the guys who can take you now on 0773 419 0773 419 That's the 0555 184711 0773 419 That's the 0555 184711. If you are in the counties you're listening, you want to make a point, we can also hear you on 0773 978564 at the number that put your voices through. Let's take our very first caller right here on the line. Hello, good afternoon. Oh my word. Good afternoon, welcome. What's your name?
Yes, I said by the way of introduction, my name is Franklin N. Kamara.
Franklin Kamara.
Because in replacement Pusher.
Go ahead.
Chair on budget and program planning of the Master County Student Union.
Go ahead.
Let me use this time to extend my deepest appreciation to my colleagues in studio. They spoke very well. You see, our national government need to partner with the Master County Student Union because the Master County Student Union are going through a serious challenges. There are a lot of issues confronting the student of Master County. Whenever they come to the student union are looking yet there to see how they find those issues. The Master County Student Union are then engaging the series of activities that help to empower the young students of Master County. I help to sharpen their mind. But whenever we turn our face to the national government, they always turn all down. The Master County Student Union weeks ago released a press conference. We need to see that our government officials are playing in about press conference, and all of the things are affecting the student of Montserrat County was stated within the press conference. But we are yet to see any feedback. Montserrat County you can no longer remain silent and see the government proceeding, and no longer remain silent and see all of the lawmakers are just sitting, doing nothing but collecting huge amount of money and not making no impact in the district or in the life of the students within their district.
Thank you.
For the Montserrat County we send stop and stop there that the students of Montserrat County receive their benefits. Thanks.
Thank you. 0773 419 0773 419 better still 0555 184711. Or better still, if you're in the counties, you want to partake, we can hear you on 0773 978564 0773 978564. Honorable President and some of our colleagues, what's the next strategies to ensure that you achieve as a leadership or as a leaders?
Oh, okay. So before I go to that, let me just say this. You see,
let me get this person on minute, I'll get back to you.
Right.
Let me take this person on the line. Hello, welcome. What's your name? From where you join us? Hello? Yeah, hello. What's your name? From where you call? Go ahead. You live. Oh my word.
Yes.
Hope you can read that. Hope you can read our number 0773419502. 0773419502. Better say 0773978564. The cash giveaway is on. I'm giving 25,000. 200 gave it 25,000. Star 799 star 20 hash. Play with $200 and win 25,000 Liberian dollars. Yeah, go ahead.
So we decided to do this. We just don't want to borrow the regime anymore. We want to focus on our workings, on our plans, and we decided to enlighten the minds of the students on the many contradictions under this regime. So in the coming days, people are taking this lightly. But in the coming days,
yeah. Let me read that 1 minute, please, President. Hello. Hello. Welcome. What's your name? From where you call? From Banga. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we encourage the students to be there. We are looking for the students community that right?
Yeah.
So professional applicated. They be professional. She said the leader be professional like they ask for a system to put a copy of form. So you tell everything you want to do that it's any don't want to read. You understand? So it's professional applicated.
Okay, they'll respond. That's how you sees it. But you listen to the guys that said they run after their leaders on several occasions.
But in fact, there are two approaches. There are moderate and radical approach. If you have tried the moderate side, you're not going to go radical to people. Like you here for what I observed for the past time, there are a lot of radical the political leaders. They do not like for people to be moderate with them.
Let me get another person in the line. Hello? 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 Good afternoon, welcome. What's your name? From where you call?
Yeah, I'm calling from the people called,
Go ahead from Bana, let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. President. Hello?
Go ahead, you live.
Okay. The point the shot is outlining in there is right. I don't want for somebody trying to issue some diplomatic means. What he said to admit is making a sense, a great sense. Our Ministry of Education needs to really prioritize our school system in this republic. Sure. Okay, and we got some of these acts today, we say can be lacking at our students. In fact, these students are competent and that. But what are those efforts are they putting in place? So they really need to go in that direction. So it should not be like, oh, what's actually going on? No. There's a need to look out for our education system in this country. Yeah.
Thank you.
And I think that national thing, the people are degrading our educational system. We actually need to take a stand. So what you're saying is going to make a great sense. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much. Just respond, Prezo, to the call-ups.
So,
and then maybe you say what you want to say, from there we go across the table. Oh, somebody stay here. Let's see what we pick this person. Hello?
Yes, hello?
Hello, what's your name? From where you call? Go ahead, let's hear you.
My name is Deno Jaiba calling from Benton County.
From Cape Mount, go ahead.
Yes, pertaining the issues that our president was talking about. The education system is very poor. They are not really working. Like, we care for Eastern now. Like, we need to quit people in the school, but now we are no more doing it. The money they say is too much. So I'll stop here for today.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, man. I think it's your own.
so let me just pick it up from where she stopped. You know, 2023, under Mr. Weah regime, the Liberia National Students Union organized the biggest academic program in the history of this country. In that tournament, which I participated and we won the final, I played for Mosrado County. We won the final against Grand Jide. and the winner walked away with 1.5 million. I was opportune to have won Best Language Arts Student. The reason that program was organized, it was because of the financial allocation that was given to the student movement. At the time during Mr. Weah regime, the budget of LISU was 200,000. But it was shocking to know that when Ambassador Baka, who campaigns on rescue, when he took power, he reduced the budget of LISU from 200,000 to 50,000.
Oh my God.
So
100,000.
now we know that the ministry will not organize this program. So all of the time will be costing us beyond them and stuff. But we too should always should hold ourselves responsible to say, since these people are not doing it, we too need to take the initiative to do it. We too need to promote the efforts of government so that the country can succeed. But in a case where the young people are not in power, how do you expect them to organize the initiative of such?
Okay.
So, and not only that, you reduce 2.5 million students' budget from 200,000 to 50,000, and then a single individual, Ambassador Baka, a single individual has 3.4 million as his budget.
5% in executive have the total money that you are using yearly is 17 million.
Just Ambassador Baka, 3.4. The vice president is 3.9 million. And then you reduce 2.5 million students' budget from 200,000 to 50,000. Look, this regime is looking for the biggest protest ever in the history of this republic.
And you think the students will come out?
Of course. We will give.
Let me get the president. I'll get back to you.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Welcome. What's your name? From where you call?
Yeah, my name is Michael Mahatma Gandhi Kufa.
Yeah.
I'm the chair of press and publicity of the Most African Student Union.
Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, let me further applaud the guests in studio. I want to say enough is enough. We are waiting for the marching order of our president to move into action.
Yeah.
Oh, 1 minute, zero. Thank you. Thank you. Gentlemen, we don't have time. We got to go. Your party comments across the table. Let's go.
Well, I have few suggestions that the government should take very seriously. Take for instance, if an individual who is making $150 United in buy starter for himself, can buy gasoline for his generator at home, transporting himself, it's no exception to the minister. The government should cut the huge allowance of various ministers across. The reason why in Liberia now we are facing legislative problem is because the minister are not feeding it. But if you can call it out, it is a privilege for you to be there in fact. You'll see many people going to the private sector. You call these allowances in diverted to the education sector, diverted to the health sector. That is, we buying your car. We are not buying you spare car. In fact, we are not paying people from your office. That is the way the lawmaker look from the office down to the kitchen. Everybody they want to take every can move there, they want to take all of it for them. So call those allowances down. You will notice that our resources will be diverted in other sectors. Because the man got huge salary. The man got huge salary. So I will leave you with that. Or hint to our wise quite sufficient, and also the multiple countries so you know has what it takes to conduct a 40 days, 40-night protest in the nation, and will not stop to control more than 1.5 million students in Liberia.
Okay, all right, let's hear you.
Yes, so I sat quietly and listened to the honorable president speaking. What I can say is this, and for too long, the students' community have been used as a food. And I honor His Excellency, Mr. President Oliver Sijanga. We will not remain taciturn. We will remain very vocal. And I want to say this clear.
Go ahead.
We will not just only protest in this country. We will launch a horse arrest of 19 individuals.
Exactly.
To be specific, the 17 representatives across most of the country, and now the 2 senators.
If they doesn't come to your aid.
If they don't come to our aid. I want to believe, like the deputy speaker said, what's really suffering out here is that government official does not prioritize Liberia educational sectors only because their children and even staff within their offices or their house can afford to attend schools within Liberia. They have never been, since the genesis of this country, we have never seen where a president or government official children attend public schools within this republic.
That is the educational system they give. Why can't their children come there to learn?
And that's why you see private school, the fees is very high.
You get one government official working, one lawmaker working, you back up for him, you post back on your phone, feed your family. Why are they taking pay? Person work to take pay to take care of their needs.
Exactly.
You can't get government taking care of their needs, then they also paying you. And that's bad. So we are saying this. The president will get a margin order, the full date on which the most County Students Union will launch a serious audit protest. Yeah, there are students have done this, and we can do it. Just of recent February 17 in South Africa, to be precise, in Cape Town, the students launched a serious protest against national government for AIDS confronting them. Most County Students Union, all His Excellency, Mr. President Oliver Janga, can do the same.
Okay, let's hear from you, and the president will be the last, and when you wrap up, then we go.
Okay. I will close by throwing like on few things. The lacking of basic school material in public schools, or such as
come close to the microphone,
such as reading book or laboratory materials, and also the wise fees payment. I came across a post or recent time, I think from Ministry of Education, saying the students should pay, I think 150 or something for
processing fee.
For processing fee.
Are you kidding us?
I mean, are you serious?
Both private and public schools.
More than processing fee.
So that's what I mean.
In fact, the government got a country. We either pay or it is free.
Are you kidding? To process what?
I will follow that.
Let me just add up. The release, I read it from head to tail. All 12 graders across the country had to pay $150 for processing fee. And in the same release, they said WAX or WAEC is absolutely free. Not only that, 9th graders, they said public schools, 9th grader will pay $5,000 for registration. Okay, private school will pay $5,000 for registration, and then public school will be free. And it said it is free education for all. But he said only public school will not pay, private school will pay $5,000 for registration. And then 6th graders, 3rd grader will pay $1,000 each for registration, while they also pay $150 for processing fee. So the government is generating resources from WISE. It is not free anymore.
You are depriving the student from learning.
So before I close up, let me talk about the County Development Fund. You know, most often when we write people, they think that, most especially those that are seated at the Capitol building. When students are coming to you, it's not to beg you or ask you for money. You people, the County Development Fund is money allocated to the well-being of the country. And in as much as we have youthful organizations in the country that prioritizing youth initiative, they too should benefit to organize programs that will build the capacity of young people. So you have the County Development Fund that is just being shared between representatives, senators, and it is not reaching the masses of the Liberian people. People are not benefiting from the County Development Fund. So what becomes of it? So we want to send out a message to the superintendent of Mosuralo County, who is the chair of the Mosuralo caucus. We want to send out a message to him so that he can see our best to incorporate us on the County Development Fund, so that we too can organize programs that will benefit the lives of many students across the country. So let me also send a clear message to the superintendent of MCSS. Superintendent Momo, who just took power in a single year, he claims to be the most successful superintendent in the history of MCSS. Yes, that is a gross disrespect to the highest order. Touchman Hada is right adjacent his office. Touchman is deplorable. Mary and Brando. In fact, when students use the bathroom, the septic tank, the sin that can come from the septic tank, my brother, is very, very bad. So these are the conditions of the MCSS schools, and we want to call upon him to making sure that he prioritizes the welfare of public schools. And yes, we also want the Ministry of Education to prioritize academic programs we have spoke about, who is in debate and spelling bee, so that we too can know who are or who is the smartest student in the Republic of Liberia, who is the best debater, who is the best speller. And we will be mobilizing from district to district. Like I told you, we have our leadership in all of the 17 districts. We will be mobilizing from district to district. We have already started the process. And very soon, our national call to action, we will start to engage students from all 17 districts in Monterey County. And the day that will mount the principal street of Monrovia, it will be the greatest protest ever in the history of this country.
Thank you.
So on this backdrop, I'd like to thank every one of you for coming, and I would like to enlighten you about upcoming programs, our quizzing programs. I hope that we can get another time so that the organizing committee can come and talk more about our upcoming quizzing activities that will help build the capacity of young people. Thank you all so much.
Well, folks, that's how we'd like to leave you on today's presentation of Bits and Pieces. We got leaders of the Monserrado Students Union. Listen to them right here on the show. The name is George. I'm George Way. Bye-bye. I'm out.